All right, 11.3, solve radical equations. At 2:30? Oh, goodness. All right, squaring both sides of an equation. If a equals b, then a squared equals b squared.
A squared plus b squared equals c squared. This is what we're
So
doing.
if you had something like the square root of 5, or let me rephrase, if the square root of x is equal to 5, then x is equal to 5 squared. Okay, because remember, if you square square root, it goes away. So that's what gives you the left side, and then whatever you do to one side, you have to do the other, so you'd also square it, so it would be equal to 5 squared, which is 25. So like I said, we're not necessarily doing a ton with this section. But we are going to do a little bit with it. Sometimes when you do problems like this, you actually get an answer that doesn't work. It's called an extraneous solution. But I'm going to try to keep us away from those answers or those options because it's pretty rare that you actually get one that is that, and so I'm not going to have a stress over that. So solve the equation. So number 4, we have 2 times the square root of x, and then minus 9 equals 0.
What?
So I'm trying to solve for x, okay? So the first thing I want to do is I want to move the 9 over to the other side.
Wait, is that 2
Square root of x, and then minus 9. Not inside.
Okay, I just didn't know why it was split there.
I just have it spaced so it doesn't look like it's all underneath, because that gets confusing. All right, so I want to get x by itself. So first I need to move the 9 over. So to do that, because it's a minus, I'm going to add it over. So 2 square root of x is equal to 9. Okay, what do I need to do next? Divide by 2. Square root of x is equal to 9 over 2. Okay, now I'm going to square both sides according to this up here. I can do that. So if I square the square root of x, that's going to leave me with an x. And then this is equal to 9 squared over 2 squared. What is 9 squared?
3.
Not square root, squared.
81.
81. 2 squared. So my answer is 81 over 4.
There's fractions.
Yes. That would be what 81 over 4 is.
Either do fractions or factoring. Always. Check out.
Welcome to math.
I'm not a
All right. 6 is one that ends up not having a real solution, so we're going to skip that one. So we're going to jump to 8. The square root of x minus 8, that's all underneath the square root. Okay? And then outside of it, minus 4 equals negative 2. So
The 4 to the right side.
Yep. So that's going to be the square root of x minus 8 equals, adding the 4 over, negative 2 plus 4 is going to be positive 2. Now what?
And then you want to divide by 2. Wait. I don't know.
Once I get to where there's just a radical left, okay, with a variable under it, I'm going to square everything. So I'm going to square the left side, and I'm going to square the right side. So the square root squared is just leaving you with whatever's inside. So x minus 8 equals 2 squared is 4. Now what?
Add 8 to the right side.
Add 8, so x is equal to 4 plus 8 is 12.
Alright, here's the deal. Alright. What's in this room, stay in this room. Okay. And now I gotta
Well,
know.
brief pause. It won't because this is recording. So at a minimum, you need to wait.
I can't.
I keep forgetting like everything that is said in this class is like recorded when we're doing this. Like for instance, it's my bedtime at 2:30. Yeah.
No, it's like 2:30
Wow.
now. Yeah.
All right, 12. 5 square root of x minus 3 plus 4 equals 14.
Alright, so hear me out. You wanna subtract the 4 from the right side.
Okay, subtract 4. So 5 square root of x minus 3 equals 14 minus 4 is 10.
Alright, now so hear me out. We wanna divide by 5.
Divide by 5. So the square root of x minus 3 equals 10 divided by 5 is 2.
Now we square everything.
We square everything because we're just left with the square root on the one side. So we square this. We square this. So the square root squared just causes it to go away. So x minus 3 equals 2 squared is 4.
And then we add the 3 to the right side.
X equals 7.
X equals 7.
Oh, you
Thank you for confirming that.
What?
He said, oh, you right. All right, 14. Getting a little crazier. Square root of 3x minus 2 equals the square root of x.
Alright,
Whoa.
so hear me out. We wanna
I have no idea.
alright, so what
So
we're gonna do is we're gonna square it first.
That's literally so.
we're going to square both sides first.
I'm on to this.
It's not too crazy. It's a little crazy, but it's not too
Now,
crazy.
We're gonna be left with x minus 2 equals x. Alright, so now hear me out. We're gonna add the 2 to the x. Now we're
Is
gonna
that right?
divide by 3. Oh. No.
Move all your x's to one side and the numbers to one.
X to the x.
I
Or
want
just
the
subtract
x's
the
on one
x.
side and the numbers on the other.
Subtract the x.
So I'm going to subtract the x, so that's going to be 2x is equal to 2. I need x by itself, so now what?
Now we divide by 2.
Now we divide by 2. X equals 1.
That was close.
You're on the right track.
See, that was my answer. Look at this. Ah, yes, I know. I was looking in the future.
All right. Get a little crazier. 16. Square root of, not much, just a little bit. 3x plus 8 equals the square root of x plus 4.
Alright, so here, wait.
Squared.
Square both sides. What does that leave me with?
That just without the square root things.
Okay, so 3x plus 8 equals x plus 4.
So now we want to subtract 8
Subtract 8.
and x.
So 3x, I'm going to go ahead and do this, minus x equals 4 minus 8. Okay, so that's just moving Variables to the left, numbers to the right. If you need to do that in 2 steps, that's okay. So 3x minus x is 2x.
Equal to -4.
4 minus 8 is -4.
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2.
Is -2.
X equals -2.
I'm like Albert Einstein. Or Eisenhower, whoever's smarter. No, smart one. I wonder what the covers.
All right.
I know Dwight D. Eisenhower, what he called.
How are we feeling about this?
It kind of reminds me of the quadratic formula, so I could just kind of like remember it.
I don't see the.
Well, that's great because that's all we're doing with this section is what we've done at this point. So, problems. I gotta go through and pick which ones aren't extraneous. So 3, 5,
This was Miss Marshall. She'd be making this blue.
7. What?
If this was Miss Marshall, she'd be making this blue that extremely.
Well, I make Algebra 2 do them,
But they done it before, right?
in theory.
Doesn't mean they remember any of it. I've done this before.
I'm even trying to be nice and not give you fraction ones. All right, there we go. No fractions, no extraneous.